Hey YouTube family, today I'm going to be doing something very different and very special. I'm going to be demonstrating weight management using portion control. In other words, how to manage your weight effectively, how to lose that excess weight and keep it off by managing or controlling the portions of food that you put on your plate. So don't go anywhere. Welcome to Healing, Hope, Joy, where the aim is to bring you the best health videos possible to maximize your health and improve your quality of life. Before I begin, let me just say a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for everything. I pray now that you'll be with me and be with all those who watch. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to be using the 2-meal system here. And both meals, we're talking about breakfast and lunch. And both meals are going to be plant-based, vegan. And also I'm going to be dealing with 2 plates. The breakfast plate, and the lunch plate. Let me go ahead and draw the breakfast plate here. Don't want to make it too big. And then the lunch plate. That way you can see. All right, it's good enough. All right, so this is breakfast. The first plate is breakfast. And if you can't see too well, just follow me along as I speak. All right, so we're going to be dividing up our plate, breakfast plate. Start with breakfast, into 4 sections. You have fruits. Let me just go ahead and put this up a little further here. Fruits. All right, protein. Okay, we can make this fats, and carbs. All right, so all of these categories are important. We just need to learn self-control. All right, so, and that comes through much prayer and effort. All right, so let's begin. So we're gonna break it down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and make it 2 per section. All right, so it'll be fruits times 2, protein times 2, fats times 2, and carbs times 2. All right, so fruits. All right, so that would be, we could, remember now we're dealing, when I say self-control, we're dealing with portion control, controlling your portions. All right? So fruits could be berries, so we could have quarter cup berries. Or you know what, let me just go ahead and put it in the circle here on the plate. All right, so we've got, let's start with berries, and then I'll go ahead and do the measurement on the plate. Berries, and that could be strawberries, could be raspberries, blueberries, blackberries. Okay, apple, just different varieties of fruits that you could choose from. All right. Okay, banana. Now let me just say something. If you're trying to lose weight, try to stay away from dried fruit. Dried fruit is highly concentrated, and because of that, it's high in sugar and high in calories. So banana. Okay, we can also put down grapes. All right, and let's just leave it alone. We know that there are many other kinds of fruits, but let's just leave it at that for right now. All right, for the sake of this lecture and for the sake of time. So fruits times 2. So we can do quarter cup berries. All right. And 1 small apple. 1 small apple. All right, for fruits. Okay, now let's go to our protein. Protein. Okay, so for protein, you have soy or tofu, which is basically processed soy or a kind of soy. And you can also put down beans, lentils, nuts, mixed nuts, and seeds also. And or nut butter. All right, so let's go ahead and work with that now. All right, so we can go ahead and give this person, let's say you yourself, either you yourself are trying to lose weight or someone has come to you for advice and they're asking you how can they lose weight because they've tried just about everything. All right, so we can go ahead and from this demonstration here, we can go ahead and give them some advice. So let's say for protein, quarter cup nuts. All right, let me just erase the times 2 here for now. Quarter cup nuts, mixed nuts. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just leave the quarter cup mixed nuts. Let's see what else we can give them from here. Okay, we can give them half a cup of scrambled tofu. Half a cup of scrambled tofu. Half cup scrambled. That's for protein. Okay, so we got the quarter cup nuts, half a cup of scrambled, and I just put scrambled tofu. All right. All right, for fats now, just gonna go ahead and we can give them, let's give them quarter cup, and let me put down my fats here. Okay, so fats, you have olives, olive oil, all right, nuts again, nut butter, and avocados. All right, so what we can do, we can give them quarter cup of olives. Quarter cup of olives. All right. And for carbs, let's go ahead and put down our carbs here. So carbs, make a list. So for carbs, we have vegan or plant-based waffles, or whole wheat waffles if you want to call it that. Whole wheat pancakes. Whole wheat vegan or plant-based bagels. We have toast, whole wheat toast or whole grain toast. All right. And also we have whole grain cereal. So it can be anything from, you have oatmeal, you have cornmeal, you have spelt, bulgur wheat, buckwheat, and so forth and so on. All right, and also granola. Let's just put down granola. And granola is baked oats. So let's just put down granola for now. So for carbs, we're going to give them, they've already got for protein, they've already got half a cup of scrambled tofu. All right, that's enough. They're on a diet. They're excessively overweight and they're trying to lose weight. All right, so you don't want to introduce them to too much food. All right. So for the carbs, 1 sliced toast, whole wheat toast or whole grain toast. And let's be a little more generous. You can give them 1 tablespoon of a nut butter. Nut butter. As a spread on that toast, right? All right. Okay, so there we go. And 1 tablespoon of nut butter. Okay, so that will cover both fats and protein. All right. All right, so just recap here. So we got fruits, giving them fruits, 2 different kinds, quarter cup of berries, and 1 small apple. All right, you don't want to put too much on the plate. And for protein, they've got quarter cup mixed nuts and half a cup of scrambled tofu. All right. And for fats, they've got quarter cup olives. And for carbs, they've got 1 slice of toast and either protein or fat, 1 tablespoon of nut butter on the slice of toast. All right. Okay, let's move on to lunch now. Okay, let's go ahead and divide up our plate here. Okay, so we've got carbs. Okay, protein. Let me go ahead and write them a little bit higher up so I'll have space. Carbs, protein, okay, fats, and vegetables. Okay, I just put VEG, okay, for vegetables. Okay, so we can move on. All right, now, so I'm going to erase some of these here so I can make some room for lunch, okay, as far as the categories. Okay, and we're going to erase these 2. So we're going to be dealing with the categories for lunch now. All right. Okay, you can just leave protein up there. Okay. All right. Okay, now for carbs, for lunch, okay, dealing with lunch now. Okay, carbs. All right. Ever heard of lasagna? Okay, so vegan lasagna, right? So lasagna, whole wheat lasagna, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's just put pasta because it is pasta. Okay. Okay, so that's 1 carb. And you also have toast. Okay, rice. All right, potatoes. All right. Okay, so pasta, toast, rice, potatoes. Let's just leave it at that, the carbs. So let's put it down here now. So let's give them, you can either give them, I'll give you 2 options. All right, you can either give them 1 medium square of lasagna. All right. Since we're dealing with lasagna, I'll put it down there. Lasagna. Okay. All right. Which is pasta anyway. So, all right. So 1 medium square of lasagna. Okay, you can do it that way. 1 medium square of lasagna. Okay, lasagna. All right. And what else can we give them for carbs? We can give them, we got rice here. All right, let's leave that like that. I said in general there's 2 of them, okay, in each category. But let's leave it like that for now because we don't want to get out of hand and fill the plate up. All right. So that should be 1 medium square of lasagna. All right, and then we're good for protein because I'm coming over the protein now. You know, I'm going to be giving them beans. So half cup beans. Okay, half cup beans, and we can go ahead and give them. Yeah, we get protein. Let's go ahead and fill out the protein for this. Okay, I didn't do that yet. So beans, lentils. All right. You also have again, you can have soy or tofu for lunch also. Okay. Nuts, nut butter. All right, so we're going to be giving them half cup of beans. All right, for their protein, and I'm just gonna leave out the other one. Okay, we don't want to fill that plate up too much too fast. Okay, and for fats, let's go ahead and give them. They can have. Let me put it down here for fats. So we have olives, olive oil. All right, we have nuts and seeds. Okay, and we have avocado. Okay, and nut butter. So I mentioned nut butter for breakfast. So as well, nut butter would be, even though I put it in the carb section because you're giving them with toast. Okay, but we can put it over here. Let's see. Let me erase the nut butter so as not to confuse you. I was just pairing it up with toast, but it's not a carb, it's a fat. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the 1 tablespoon of nut butter here. 1 tablespoon of nut butter. And that's for the toast. All right, I just put it in the carb section because it's going to go on the toast. All right, so 1 tablespoon of nut butter for breakfast. All right, so just jumping back to breakfast here. So fats. Okay, so we have olives for lunch. We come back to lunch now. Olives for lunch, olive oil, nuts and seeds. All right, you have flaxseed, sesame seed, pumpkin seed, avocado, and nut butter. So these are all options for fats for the lunch, okay, for lunch. All right, now nut butter, no, I keep mentioning nut butter. Nut butter, you can either give them, peanut butter, you know, the healthy kind, or almond butter, or cashew butter. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and give them some fats now. So we got your carbs, medium square lasagna, half a cup of beans for protein, and for fats, we can give them let's give them 1 medium, that's not too big, medium slice of avocado. one medium slice of avocado. So if they've got one medium square of lasagna, half a cup of beans, and one medium slice of avocado. All right, so we come into vegetables now. Okay, now for vegetables, you can give them, all right, this is how we're going to split it up. 2 cups with salad, give them a salad. 2 cups of the salad. 2 cups. Okay, so salad usually consists of leafy vegetables. So we're talking about lettuce, cabbage, and spinach, and so forth and so on. All right? So we have 2 cups of those mixed together, lettuce, cabbage, and spinach. And then you can plus, all right, 2 other vegetables. 2 cups of other vegetables. Okay, so you can give them, all right, 2 cups, all right, of other vegetables. So the other vegetables could consist of a mixture just cut up of carrots. You have carrots, broccoli, beets, just a mixture. All right, you cut up the carrots and the beets and mix it with the broccoli and make it a 2-cup portion plus the 2 cups of salad, and that will meet their vegetable requirements. So let's do a recap. So we've got the carbs. All right, this is lunch now. Carbs times, well, we only given them 1 carb, okay, for lunch. Okay, even though I said times 2, I did explain that if we don't want the plate to pile up too much, this is just a general rule. So I can subtract 1 or only give them 1 in any particular section. All right, so they've got 1 medium square of lasagna, okay, which is pretty decent. And for protein, that's for carbs. And for protein, they've got half a cup of beans. That's pretty decent also. Remember, now they're trying to lose weight or they're trying to maintain their weight. Let's just say that this person is trying to lose weight. They've got excessive weight on, and they're trying to lose weight, and you're trying to help them. So for fats, 1 medium slice of avocado. All right, and for vegetables, they got the 2 cups of salad and 2 cups of the other vegetables mixed up together. All right, so the salad is separate, but it's a 2-cup portion plus 2 cups of other vegetables mixed together. Carrots cut up and broccoli and beets. And that's basically it. All right, so let's assess here if this is too much or too little for that person. All right, medium lasagna square, half cup beans, let's make it 1 small slice of avocado. 1 small slice of avocado. Don't want to give them too much now. All right. All right, I feel more comfortable with that. 1 small slice of avocado. All right, now let me just mention, this is a 2-meal plan. All right. So they're not going to be on 3 meals, just 2 meals with no snacking in between. All right. In between meals, you've got to give the stomach time to digest the food and rest. So they're supposed to be 5 hours in between meals. In between breakfast, they're only having breakfast and lunch. They're on a 2-meal plan because they're excessively overweight and they're trying to lose weight. They're desperate, okay? I mean, this could lead to heart disease and cancer and type 2 diabetes and all sorts of diseases. So they're desperate. So you put them on a 2-meal plan, all right? So here's the thing. Nothing in between meals. It's only breakfast and lunch. No snacking in between meals. And allow 5 hours between breakfast and lunch. So that if they started eating at, let's say, 7 and they got done at 7:30, then they wouldn't start, if they started eating breakfast at 7 and they got done at 7:30, then they wouldn't start eating lunch until 12:30. All right, the stomach needs time, the intestines, the body needs time to deal with that food. Okay, 4 hours to digest and 1 hour to rest. All right? Now, if they feel hungry in between meals, they can drink water. And only after 2 hours, at least 2 hours after a full meal. So if they got done with breakfast at 7:30, then they can start drinking water at 9:30. If they feel hungry, just drink water as a substitute. No snacking in between meals. All right? And let me just say, for the person who's very desperate, extremely desperate, and they're used to a third meal, or they just feel like they're starving, only a piece of fruit. All right, with a high water content, like watermelon, something like that. All right, and several hours before bedtime. Okay, so if they got done with, of course it would be 5 hours after lunch. So if they got done with lunch at 1 p.m., then they could eat a piece of fruit at 6 p.m. All right, but try to be done if the person, or if you yourself are struggling with your weight and you want a third meal, only make it a piece of fruit, and preferably with a high water content, something that can digest easily, or quickly before bedtime. All right. So now, if the person can do without the third meal, if they want to make the effort to do without the third meal, they can drink water. Okay, if they got done with lunch at, let's say they got done with lunch at 1:30, so 3:30 they could start drinking water, and try not to drink water too close to bedtime. All right, and that's it. The 2-meal plan: breakfast and lunch in limited portions. Not to starve, but just to get used to managing the portions on your plate so you can lose that excessive weight and keep it off. And that's it. Now, if you were helped by this video, by this lecture, and you feel it will do you some good, please go ahead and subscribe for me so that you can see more of these lectures. And you can also like and comment. Thank you for watching, and God bless. And remember, Jesus is coming back very soon. So be of good courage, be of good cheer, and let's get ready to meet him by his grace. Thanks again, and God bless. Take care.